Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV Nightly News.
Tonight, UNT officials are still on the scene dealing with a natural gas line rupture. Buildings have been evacuated and the area has been cordoned off. Thanks for joining us on ntTV Nightly News. I'm Aaron Wilson.
And I'm Natalie Torres. At this hour, buildings on campus are shut down due to a major gas leak. It started around 1:30 this afternoon.
Here's a photo of the affected area. As you can see, the music annex, music practice building, and the parking lot next to Crumley Hall have been evacuated.
Denton Fire Department, UNT Police, and Atmos Energy were all on the scene this afternoon, and that is where ntTV's Blaine Skiles is on now. Blaine, what is the latest?
Intersection of Avenue C and Highland Street, where a gas line broke around 1:30 this afternoon after construction crews hit the line. The leak caused two buildings to be evacuated, a parking lot to be completely closed, and pedestrian traffic to be rerouted. I'm joined now by Buddy Price, who is the manager of the UNT News Service. Buddy, what is the current situation behind us?
Well, as you can see, Atmos Energy is here to make the repairs on the line. They're making some digs this side of the break to reach the line and clamp it off.
And now, what will be the next steps to return things back to normal?
The next steps will be, after they make the repair, unfortunately, as we noted to campus a couple of days ago, this intersection was going to be closed anyway for the replacement of a water line. So it will probably remain closed for another day or two while the crews return and replace the water line. But hopefully early next week it'll be back to normal traffic.
All right, thank you so much. Now, as Buddy was saying, Atmos Energy is the managers of this line, and Atmos Energy actually released a statement to ntTV earlier this afternoon saying at this time, Atmos Energy trained technicians are working to make the proper repairs. Our crews have been working closely with first responders and UNT staff to make sure the entire area is safe. Evacuations were made as a safety precaution, and we ask for your patience as we continue to work on the repairs, which could last a few hours. Now, with parking lots being closed and buildings being evacuated, this whole situation is obviously affecting UNT students. For more on that, I'm joined by ntTV reporter Maria Delgado, who's been out here all afternoon talking to students. Maria, how have students' schedules been affected by this?
Well, Blaine, students and classes have shifted around, and students have been posting their reactions on Twitter. Take a look at this photo. Students in the Business Leadership Building moved to class outside of Kerr Hall, and some students have said that they have taken an extra 10 minutes to get to their classes because of the blocked off traffic.
Now, I know there are a few residence halls located around this area. Can you tell me if any of those have been affected by this?
No, none of the residence halls have been affected. However, there is a parking lot right next to Crumley Hall that is closed off, so cars have not been able to get in or out. However, students should stay aware for this area for the rest of the night.
All right, thank you, Maria. And we'll be keeping you updated with more information on this as it becomes available. Aaron, Natalie, back to you.
Thank you, Blaine. Please stay safe out there. We'll keep track of any and all updates on the gas leak situation going on this evening.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV Nightly News.
Tonight, in an exclusive interview, we sit down with the Delta Sigma Phi president,
A celebrity chef on UNT Campus, and his message to students.
and we'll bring you up to date on a gas leak that closed parts of campus yesterday.
Thanks for joining us on ntTV Nightly News. I'm Blaine Skiles.
And I'm Katie Berlin. All is quiet now, but for several hours yesterday, the UNT campus was on alert. City crews working on street construction ruptured a gas main.
Officials moved quickly to block off the area around Highland and Avenue C. You can see in this map where the gas main break occurred. Officials acted quickly, so there was no real danger, but it did cause confusion and some inconvenience for students, faculty, and staff. ntTV was first on the scene yesterday. I spent the afternoon with crews and UNT officials as they worked to repair the damage. This was the scene yesterday when construction crews hit and broke a gas line on campus. UNT police rushed to block off the area as Atmos Energy capped the leak. The break resulted in 2 buildings being evacuated and some classes had to move outside. One student posted this picture on Twitter after their class moved outside Kerr Hall.
The entire area around Avenue C and Highland Street was blocked off to pedestrians, and a parking lot was closed off. The crews were originally working to replace a water line, and here's what remains today: a giant hole in the ground and more construction to be done, and this could take a while to complete.
Well, it will probably remain closed for another day or two while the crews return and replace the water line. But hopefully early next week it'll be back to normal traffic.
Emergency crews responded quickly to evacuate the area and reroute traffic, and even though there was no real danger, this did cause an inconvenience for students. Eventually, the gas line was fixed by Atmos Energy trained technicians, but there is still work to be done on the water line, which is causing that intersection to stay blocked off today. Crews finally plugged the leak around 11 last night, and if you're wondering about the cost of repairs, the City of Denton and Atmos Energy are splitting the cost. We'll keep you updated as construction continues.